Hey everybody, it's me, Pam, Dragon Moon Creations. Welcome back to my channel. Okay, put that up there. I think I told you all a while back that I was going to make a bee journal. Boy, has there been some drama over that. I mean, really, it was like, I totally jinxed myself when I said, oh, I'm going to make a bee journal. Hi. And I'm just going to put this out there just to show you some of my prints that I have printed off. But in the midst of printing off some of this paper, my mistake was, I think, printing on this tea-dyed paper, which it really turned out really pretty. But it also, I got a page that jammed up in there. So I had to clear the jam, which meant, I had to unhook the printer, take it into the counter where I could get behind it and drop the back and pull the paper out that way. And then it would not, I think I still have a piece of paper here with some of the blurriness on the back. Yeah, then when I tried to print again, it looked like that. I don't know if you can see how blurry that is. Like it was printing double. I used this to make some tags or something, I don't know. And so I tried to fix it. I worked on it 2 different days for a total of probably about 2 or 3 hours. It kept saying align the print head, and so I tried to do that with the maintenance program, on the computer for the printer. I have a Canon Pixma, if anybody's interested. And it still wouldn't do it. And it would get the paper print out about, I don't know, about that much showing, and then it would just stop. And then I would end up having to, it says gently pull paper jam, so that's what I gently pulled that out. And the print head is over where the ink cartridges are. And it said, well, that's not going to work. I'm just like talking like I would think that my computer's talking to me. Well, that's not going to work. And so I turned the printer off, turned it back on, tried again with the paper, and the paper got stuck about that far. Okay, I had to do it again, pull it out. And the printer said, well, that's not going to work. And what it's telling me is that, well, you're going to have to do it manually. Manually align a print head. I'm sure that somebody out there saying it's really easy to do this. But what was really easy, cost a little bit more, was that I just replaced my printer. Now, I will say that I do like the Canon Pixma, but this is the 3rd one I've had, because the last one said I had a paper jam. I couldn't find any paper jammed in it. And, of course, my son says, oh, there's this tiny little piece in there somewhere. And I said, well, I'm not going to try to take out screws and open up this thing. So I literally got rid of that one just quite recently. It had been sitting in the original box in my computer room. So anyway, I got a new printer. I will not be printing on tea-dyed paper again, although it just turns out beautiful. These are several different printables. And also, I had picked out this as the cover. I just finished these, little crackers. And it was going to be just a little too, it was going to be too small. Even for some of the ones like that I printed out smaller, it was going to be a little too small. I said, okay, but I like the size of the spine, even though I could have cut a bigger spine. Well, after I got this much done and printed out, I didn't want my cats to get to it, because Marco has a tendency to get on my craft desk and chew and tear at papers. He even chewed the corner on a piece of foam board. Let me show you that. He chewed the corner on a piece of foam board right there. So, not really safe to have anything around him. So what I did was, in the midst of my mind swirling about other things, my mind's always busy, I put this somewhere for safekeeping. All of this, all the paper. So yesterday I said, I think I'm going to work on that cover. You notice that this cardboard box is still here. I couldn't find it. I couldn't find the papers that I had printed out. I said, okay, well, I'll look for them later. I'll just pick out a different cover, because I'd already decided what I wanted to do. And so we'll set this aside for just a second while I continue with my story. So what I ended up was getting a different box that's bigger and making the cover out of that. Now, I didn't put glue where it bends, but I do have paper tape on both sides of the cardboard box, which happens to be a Czech cereal box. And it does look a little bit crooked, but you know what? It's a junk journal, and I am upcycling materials. I cut. This is fabric. It was a fat quarter. It's real thin. I backed it with, you know, that stuff. You know, it's not Pellon, it's whatever. You know, it was very thin when just to close up the pores and stuff, because I put a very thin layer of Dollar Tree black felt behind it, and then I put it in my sewing machine because, you know, even though I had put that stuff on, ironed it, it wasn't sticking to the felt very well. So I said, okay, well, I'll just go in with my black thread and do this, and it looks like, you know, a bee trail. You know, like a bee would fly around. So I kind of quilted it. And then the inside, which gathers dirt and dust and cat hair like nobody's business, is black broadcloth. And I had cut this cover to work on this cover, so you can see how much bigger the other cover is. Yeah. I mean, I cut this material. So, okay, I'll make it work. Well, it almost did. I got a little bit short right here. When I was sewing it together, what I did was I took fabric tack and then just smeared it, you know. Of course, I started on this side, and I just glued this side, and then I glued the spine, but I didn't put glue in the spine. I mean, like along where it bends. And I did the spine, and I did this and laid that down. Okay, I turned it over and took my piece of quilted bee fabric and put it and tried to get as good as I could on the edge of the box, because I really didn't want to sew through the box. I just wanted to sew at the edge of the box. Did a pretty good job. But I didn't have quite enough over here, so it got kind of close. So I had to sew into the broadcloth, but it's a zigzag stitch, and I'm hoping that it won't fray too much, and I'm hoping it won't fray too much on the outside. But this one, see, this one's so much smaller, which I'll save that for another one, but this one is going to be better. So when you, which this is what you're going to do with them, 8.5 by 11, the cover's still a little big, but that allows me to put things along the edges of it there. But see, it's going to be about right there, so it's going to fit nice. I wanted to show you my progress so far, because I had said something 2 or 3 videos back, maybe on my, oh, I know what it was, probably on my disastrous card video, but I was going, I said I was going to make the bead journal, so that's what I'm going to do. And basically what you do with these is, you know, you just fold them. And these are from different, well, I didn't fold very well. From different, My Porch Prints, Irresistible Prints. I got another one from somebody else that I don't even, it even downloaded strange. But, and I think there's some Victoria design in here, but that's how you know. This, of course, is this. And this one's just plain paper. This one I didn't size it right, but I'm just going to leave it like this. And it's also tea-dyed paper. And I like this one because it had the journaling lines on it. I could trim it, but I'm not going to. But there are a bunch of other, and also there's some in here with color. And again, didn't size it right, but I'm going to, right now my plan is to leave it with the borders on it. I could change my mind and say I don't like that, but I would just go around and ink the borders really well. But that's also, you know, on the tea-dye paper. But I had all these really beautiful you know, prints out. Oh, here, let me get this one. This was one of those funky ones that I really didn't care for. Like that. And again, the border, I may trim that border, but it's on this kind of paper. Now that's the fake like parchment paper. It's blank on one side, it's white on one side and has the print on the other. But I may go ahead and cut that. Actually, it'd be easier to trim it off if I could just go ahead and, you know, do that. Don't know. I don't know. I may take my pinking shears to it. Let's see. This actually, I don't know. I think this was part of the, I don't know, got caught in a dirty roller or whatever. But it actually has honeycombs on it. But it printed up against the edge here, but the rest of it's different. So I don't know why it did that. I was running out of ink. That's supposed to be purple. But, you know, it's like, it ended up doing, it's supposed to look like it has the splotches. But again, I have those ones where I printed them too small. But some of them come in, they're PDF, and some of them come in JPEG. So that you have to open them, you know, differently. Anyway, let's see. There's like that one I haven't done. This one. This one. I think I just showed you that one. And this one. And I think that's all of the paper one. No, here's one. There's two. This one and this one. So these are all going to be turned into journal pages. With other paper mixed in. I'm hoping to have 2, possibly 3 signatures. And I went ahead and printed out the postcards here. These, although this is a pocket, I do believe it's printed upside down. You know, because this will be the sides and the bottom, and that's printed upside down. And that is a Victoria design. Sometimes if you email her and tell her she's made a mistake on something or something is spelled wrong, because English is not her first language, that she will, you know, she will actually say, oh, thank you for pointing that out. And she will fix it. But this, I may just use it as a tag or something. Either that or cut that out, cut that off and just, you know, put it down here and, you know, just angle that down. It's about the same distance. But, you know, little tickets. I'm a ticket person. And this is one, that's an envelope, I guess. Yeah, I guess that's an envelope. I don't know what these are. And there's some more like, this is my Porch Prince. I guess that's a coin envelope. I did that one, and I did that one. And then, while I was in there, for some reason, I was going through my stuff, and I said, what is this? And what it was those little mini books that I made like at Christmas. Well, I had the bee ones, too, from my Porch Prince. But I didn't have the covers. I had never printed off the covers, so I went ahead and printed off my covers for that, to make those little books. Anyway, that's that. Pages and stuff. And then before that, I had done some embellishment cutting. Ooh, I'm tired. Okay. My back hurts. Okay, hang on a second. I'm going to sit. And some of these actually printed out. These actually printed out that small. These little tickets. They printed out that small. Which I thought those might be good for page tabs or something. Can't really see what I'm trying. Oh, there we go. Yeah, page tabs. Whoop. I cut out some, not all. If I want, because they come on little strips like this. What else do I have in here? But I mean, I was just going to town with my cutting out my ephemera. Those are just blank labels, but these These are pretty cool. They like that. I said I can't see what I'm showing. Oh, here we go. And they're like stamps. Let's just couple them together. I don't know what. I might make some paper clips out of these. So that's there. That sitting down did not work out for me. I need to put little pieces of tape on my table so I know where I can sit. And then the tickets actually came in 3 different sizes. Wild. Came in this. These sizes. That. Not all of it has to do with bees. I thought that was cool. It's a W, and my last name is Williams. Anyway, those. I haven't cut those out yet. And then there was the big tickets. Big tickets, like these. These are the bigger tickets right here that I haven't cut them yet. I mean, they're all the same print, but they're just in different sizes. Like that. Okay. And then I cut out, so there's where I'd cut out the tickets. And these, let's see, these little circles. I had the, that was part of a kit. I forgot which one to come off of there. And then these, that's a pocket, corner pocket. And then there are tickets, I mean, tags. Tags. They still need a little bit of tweaking. I actually fussy cut too. Look at this. You guys know I hate to fussy cut. If you want to self-torture, fussy cut. There you go. Those. Those are just part of a cut aparts. They need a little help. Okay. There's a bunch of words like this that I cut out. These back in here. Then there's some tickets. Tickets I haven't done yet. These are just cards, journaling cards. Like that. These actually had the corners like that, so I just went ahead and cut them like that. Some were angled like that. Some were rounded. That rounded them. Lots of journaling cards. I think I'll probably just ink, like take my, take this and like across the back of them. Okay, so this is a Don't Hold Your Breath project. These were made to look like specimens, except you're supposed to fold them, and there's different on each side like that. I was thinking I might, I saw some lady, she did something cool with magnets and with something like that. And they were like, you could do, she put the magnet, she covered the backs. You could put a magnet on each side. It would magnet close, but then when you put it on a page, it would like magnet close like that. I thought that was so cool. I might try that. And there was these, which are very, very pretty. And there was the big ones like this, which I would not do that. I might just cut those, across like that. And then there was these. I said I've got a lot of ephemera. Some of them still need trimmed up. But I spent, I think it was close to 2 hours just cutting the ephemera and all that. There's a different one. That one looks different. It might be from a different paper pad. Oh my, I'm almost 20 minutes just showing you what I've done. So I've got I've got a good start on the ephemera, a good start on the pages because of the printables, like this, some more ephemera, and I have my cover. Of course, I'll do something more on the cover. This just won't be this is crooked. Yeah, I know. I double zigzagged because of the fragileness of the broadcloth. It's so, it'll unravel and you just go broadcloth and it's unraveled. Okay, so there. That's the start of my bead journal. I hate decorating. Everyone else said that's the most fun part. Not me. Not for me. I don't like decorating. I like I like making covers, and putting the pages in is fine, even if I'm sewing them, which I might actually put I've done it before in my journals. Instead of sewing through the spine, what I do is I get a piece of, like I glue a couple pieces of cardstock, or just get heavyweight cardstock and sew the pages to the cardstock and then glue the whole thing into the spine area. That might be what I do. Anyway, because I have some bee charms around here somewhere. Here they are. And I wanted to take some of my beads and make a dangle. But here's, I think this is courtesy of getting influenced by Kim over Kimbo Creations. So the little bees, I got some of those, so thought I'd use some of those. And I have a bee stamp, I believe, and I have a bee die. So, and I've never done anything that has to do with bees. So I'm hoping to utilize all that stuff. And why won't that close? Probably user error. That's why I kept it in the plastic. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll keep you posted. I'll be doing other things in between, but I'll keep you posted. All right, bye.